back here with a third game. We are 2-0 so far, despite playing what I think is the worst deck I've ever assembled, and keeping some questionable hands. Fortunately, this hand is not questionable. It's pretty much the nuts. I guess it's not the nuts. It's missing a blue source. Does that make this hand worse? No. I think it's still definitely a keep. Our opponent is playing Kervek the Merciless. Staple of nonsense decks everywhere. It does a lot of damage, but it also costs quite a bit of mana. Let's compare. Let's compare how much of a beating this card is to how much of a beating this card is. Exchange some Legends Rees with our opponent. Ooh, he has Soul Ring with superior art. Kudos to you, good sir. Kudos to you. So, ooh, that is a not irrelevant. Oh, it comes in play tapped? Jeez. I guess we're just gonna cast our Soul Ring and pass the turn. Not a whole lot to see here. Hope to rip an untapped blue source. If we don't, we can use... Oh, our opponent apparently either just skipped his turn or kept a loose one. How does that make me feel? Makes me feel like playing this Evolving Wilds, actually. We're just about to get way ahead on mana. Our opponent says, oops, oh well. He's going to believe he made a mistake and accidentally clicked through his main phase or something like that. Yep, I would like to use the ability. Choose Forest. Crack this. Just for purely F6 purposes. For sure getting Island. Passing the turn. So we'll see what our opponent meant to do last turn. What intimidating play. Swamp go. Okay. Well. I don't see a good reason not to just play Edric here and try and get in an attack. I'm totally fine with this. We've got a colorless floating. Can we do anything with that? No, not really. Wish this Elvish Lyris was a Elvish Scrapper, so we could just eat his Soul Ring and set him back to the Stone Age. Go ahead to combat here, attack, see what happens. I expect some sort of Doomblade shenanigans. Nope. Apparently none of our opponents are ever going to have it today. So I guess that's cool that we're running good, but it's not cool that we're playing against silly decks and people who, I guess, are not keeping the world's best hands. Thalia Smuggler. Whatever. Bottlenecked on blue here, but that's fine. We've got more green stuff to play. So we've got 5 mana. Even if he kills Edric here, I mean, it sucks if he kills it on our turn. But if we just get to draw 3 cards here, I don't expect too much resistance after that. Well, there you go. We're drawing some cards. Jeez, that's something. This is really unfortunate. I want to leave up... Alright, we're definitely playing this Promenade. Because either way, no matter what we draw, or whatever, we're going to want we want a land that makes both colors in play. So I really want to leave up Dispel here, just in case he goes for a kill spell on one of my guys. So I'm going to cycle this Tranquil Thicket and play our guy. And pretend to F6. The often underrated maneuver. Ooh, Counterspell's good here. Yeah. So I think we're in great position. Charging Slag Keep, I guess. Yeah, fine. We've got Dispel to protect Edric this turn, and Counterspell to protect it next turn. So I would rate our opponent's position from being somewhere between like really in trouble and like disastrously in trouble. He's basically got one turn. Cycle Demure or Transmute rather. Sure. Run it. Let's see what his card of choice is. He's got a colorless floating, so he could go get a kill spell. I guess he couldn't get a kill spell that costs 3. This Gruul Gilgate is punishing him severely. Tap land. It sucks. Seismic Assault? What? I've seen it all now, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen it all. Alright, well, he did nothing, so we'll peek him. He conveniently tapped all his mana, so we don't have to worry about anything. We're just going to draw a million cards. Okay, so this is actually... He's just playing some sort of weird Seismic Assault only deck. So he probably has Seismic Assault and the, what is it, like Fury of the Earth or something like that? There's like the previous version of Seismic Assault. Okay. I guess this has made things mildly more interesting. When we draw Fairy Trickery, which is ridiculous. Yeah. Let's go to work. Ooh. I told my opponent that he's showing me something I've never seen before, which is interesting and cool. And he said, I'm good at bad cards. I don't know what that means, but I don't think his Seismic Assault plan is going to be the best against something that destroys elves, and I have just mono counters in hand, apparently. But I should not draw any untapped blue mana, which is going to tilt me forever. He apparently says his deck has won a few games. Well, good for you, bro. More power to you. Drop a Scrapper. Drop a Glade Cover Scout. Get down there. Discard a bunch of crap, basically. We're not going to need Rusalka here. We're not going to need Smuggler, because we don't really have anything to do with it. Of course, we've drawn like mono blue cards, but I'm fine with that. Our opponent has nothing, doesn't even want to go for it. I don't blame him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even if we kill the Soul Ring, he can still charge Slag Keep and play Kaervek next turn. So I don't see any reason not to attack with Scrapper. It's not really doing anything for us if we sacrifice it here. And it's gonna be good if we beat with it. Jeez. So I don't think I've ever lost a game when I've drawn this many cards. I think that's fair to say. Ooh, Ponder. I'm down with Ponder. Again, no untapped blue source, which is really, really crushing me. Emotionally, that is. Not in the game state. But cloak, unified will too. Okay, so we can leave up unified will and counterspell here. So I'm gonna do just that. Unified will is gross in Edric. If you never played against an Edric deck, this is one of the the cards that really makes me want to play it because this card is just insane. Yep, you've got charges in different area codes. So what do we want here? Phantasm? Do we really need this much garbage? We definitely don't need looter. We're not playing any of that kind of game. I don't think we need forest. We'd rather have Phantasm than Flying Men. Pitching one more card. I'll keep Karst. Just we can cycle it later. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. We'll just keep essentially like the best possible hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 counterspells. A Ponder. 5/5 flyer. I guess it has to be an opponent's graveyard, so we've got a nothing. We've got an Ophidian, is what we've got. Alright, show me the money, dude. Show me the money. Draw a card. You may. He said his deck has won a few games. I wonder who he's won these games against. Really? Just never going for it, eh? That's fine. I'm down with that. He'll die eventually. Okay, so we've got another Lyrist effect. Ooh, Landworlds. Sick. Time to distribute some beatdowns. Yeah, we don't need Arbor Elf for mana here. Again, don't need Scrapper or Lyrist, so we're just gonna get big. Boom. It's annoying that it makes you put all these triggers on the stack in like particular order. Like they all do the same thing. Okay, so we got there, kind of. Command Tower is going to be our land here. That should be pretty obvious. Play Landworlds. Play Lyrist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm debating whether to just go for it with Walk the Aeons here. If he has Dash Hopes, I can pay the life. But if he has Imp's Mischiefs, we're screwed pretty heavily. And it doesn't really buy us a whole lot here. So I don't see a reason to do that yet. I am, however, going to keep it in my hand, I believe. Or do I need to? Like, there's no way that he'd have one card. I mean, we'll be smart. We'll just play around it. We don't need to do anything crazy. Don't need this Ponder anymore. Yeah, dude, you got a Slide Keep. We get it. We get it. You're never going to use any of those counters, I swear to you. Alright, pitch Looter. Steel Hellkite is not going to be necessary here. Island. And yeah, we'll ditch Ponder. What's the point of pondering when you're drawing 9 cards a turn? Our opponent is just always on nothing, apparently. which I'm fine with. In there, scout. Boom. So, why our opponent hasn't conceded yet, I can only imagine. Maybe he thinks he's actually getting there. Seismic Assault seems pretty ambitious in a format when you have this much life. It would be very good against our board. You know, you just start pitching Mountain to get us, but what is the point? What is the point? Okay. We'll cast a Greaves. We'll play Fairy Conclave. No, we don't need tap land. Play Trickster. And we'll pass the turn. Discard a bunch of this crap. Oh, I can't wait. Charge your Slag Heap, bro. Do it. Do it. Oh, good man. Diligent. Gotta give our opponent credit. He is a trooper. And a brewer. And a scholar. And a gentleman. Just a true credit to his entire human race. It's never resolving spell. Doesn't matter. Yep. Okay. I'm still hoarding this Walk the Aeons because nice. And concession. Show me the concession. Okay, you got it. Good game, buddy. A mannered opponent. Am I confused yet? Nope. Not really. Nope. It's unfortunate. I may not even upload this video. You know, like obviously I just won in a non-interactive fashion, but do I know what this deck is supposed to do? Imagine. Well, okay. I will spare you the details here, and we'll just go on to the next game.